saying? Same hood, same friends, that's if you're looking for me. But if them laws looking for me, that's a different story. Ay.
The Pop the Balloon show was a complete phenomenon that took Black YouTube by storm, okay? Arlette Amuli is sitting at 135 videos on YouTube, and she has over 1 million subscribers, and that's not by accident. The show was curated by her and her husband, and basically you'd line up a bunch of contestants and give them all balloons and then present them one potential dating match. If they liked the person, they'd keep their balloon. If they didn't like the person, they'd pop their balloon. And this show was gold right from the jump. I mean, it spawned stars like Aaron the Plumber.
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoos?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms. You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Don't do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest,
Don't
Queen.
do too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's
Okay.
all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body parts?
You just wasn't
but
looking at my
that's not
eyes.
what it is.
That's
No, I was
all
looking at the hair on your
Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Mazi the Flex Fraud.
Mazi, how old are you?
I'm 38.
And what do you do?
I own a trucking company and a car wash.
Okay, very cool. So what are some things you like to do for fun?
Travel, book private jets, yachts, and pop bottles in clubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some things you look for in a woman?
A woman that's not promiscuous. She believes in herself. She's assured of herself, and she don't have no insecurities.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
That what I just said.
Oh, okay.
So you count this as being humble?
I'm very humble.
Okay, so obviously people will say, right? People will say you are in a private jet right now because you're saying that, oh, you don't really wear the chains all the time. You just wear it when you want to wear it. So people are going to say, well, you came on the show wearing the chains, so you're trying to show people something. And obviously you're on this podcast as well wearing all this stuff, right? Okay.
Seems to be the same private jet that can be found on PeerSpace. And for you all that don't know, PeerSpace is where you could basically rent out a room. You could rent out for an event center. You could rent out for an hour. So clearly you could rent out this setup that looks like a private jet for $130 an hour, which is not a lot of money for somebody that's claiming that they have private jet money. So if you look closely, there's 2 lights in the background. There's a beige seat. There's a screen right behind his head along with this window. Now let's see if this matches what is on PeerSpace. At a first glance, that is exactly what this scene is right here on PeerSpace. This looks like the same exact seat. Those look like the same exact lights, the same screen. So allegedly he rented out a private jet scenery just to look like he's on a private jet. But
And other just timeless moments that we've all seen passing through our social media.
Down here, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Shiloh, 27. You stand like a baddie.
I stand like a baddie?
Yes. And I'm traumatized. So
For
like
what?
I dated a guy like briefly and I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I saw like sass and I tried to like, maybe. And I was wrong. He was really sassy. So
this is how you stand?
yes.
Okay.
Look.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
34, my name Terrence, and when he said she looked like my cousin, I was thinking that before that, but she definitely gorgeous, and I do have a cousin. You look, y'all look like y'all could be cousins or sisters or something. So I'm like, damn, that nigga said the same thing I was thinking. Shit. So I was like, but she is gorgeous though, so I like you. I like it, and like you said, congratulations, keep it up, and you're a strong black woman, I can tell.
Why aren't you sweet?
Thank you. You sweet too.
Thank you.
So you just out here looking like everybody's cousin or something.
Okay.
It might be the hairstyle though too, cause that's like the hairstyle that she wear too. So
I like
maybe.
somebody, ain't he?
No, it's a cousin. It's my cousin.
It was just an instant hit. The show was just an instant hit. I mean, if you go through and look at Arlette's channel, none of these videos are under 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really hit the jackpot when they curated this show. And it was a breath of fresh air to the culture. It spawned its own ecosystem. Like, there are a bunch of channels that have all blew up off of either creating similar content in the Pop the Balloon style or just doing reactions to Pop the Balloon videos. But recently, she sold some of the show to Netflix, and they aired their first live show yesterday, and it was basically they had the best potato salad on earth that they brought to the family cookout, which is the black community, and Netflix just came and put raisins all up in that motherfucker. I mean, if you look at some of the comments that were given as reviews for this show, you'll see, man. I mean, this one says, this is a textbook example of taking something authentic and thinking it needs improvement. Too much talking, everything feels loud, too much reality show stars, love lounge cameras malfunctioning, too many weird microaggressions, too little black people. Arlette should have been the host, and not one match. 3 out of 10. Go back to Tyler Perry's writer room. And I mean, it goes on and on. This show clearly tells me that Netflix doesn't understand this show or its audience, because this ain't it. Netflix had gold in their hands, and all they had to do was give Arlette and black men a platform to do a live version of their show. This version is not only inauthentic, but it's corny. And what's the point of being live? Feels like paid actors. Netflix said, we know black people created and made Pop the Balloon a phenomenon, but let's add some whiteness to it. But let's also make sure Arlette and black men are executive producers so we don't get too much backlash. And it just goes on and on, man. And basically, they ruined a beautiful thing. And I hope Arlette gets her show back and really gets back to it, because there's no way that this show should be going down the drain. And honestly, after that first airing on Netflix, I wouldn't be surprised if this show got canceled. I mean, there was one particular part where this goofball named Johnny Bananas just straight up said some racist shit. We gonna keep that all the way 100. Check this clip out.
All right.
Yeah,
all right,
I think I did.
Johnny, I'm gonna ask you one last question. I'll send you on your way. Who would you say would have been your type? Like for real.
I mean, we're gonna start with the toes. Let's see.
Oh, thank
You
God.
got really pretty toes.
Me?
You got really pretty toes. You look like you sleep from a tree upside down.
Me? Oh, you don't want this show for me, Johnny. How are these toes gonna help you build a home? You know what?
You need good toes to build a home.
Now, what was the point of saying that? Out of all the things you could have said, that's what you had to say, gang? But I say all that to say, this is a classic example of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Arlette was running up them views on her own. Her channel was popping on YouTube. I know she was getting some money, man. And I'm sure Netflix probably came to her with a bag. But you risk destroying your legacy or destroying something that you've created when you give up creative rights to your show for the money. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. And I think that we're seeing in real time that is the case. I mean, come on, man. This comment says, put it back on YouTube and leave it there. This one says, potato salad with raisins and chicken without hot sauce and unseasoned shrimp. I don't like it. Love the original version, who always cheer for the two. And this was the one for me. I could have told them that making it so racially diverse, so sudden, was gonna get this type of reaction. Let's ease into it. And the live component feels weird because they can't even rely on editing, i.e. awkward pauses, to build suspense or make it funny. And I agree with that because, well, I agree with that in the sense that when you try to make it that diverse, that quick, everybody isn't of the same culture.
It's not color, it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences. You know, I know, you know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like.
Huh?
That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference.
Right.
So it's the culture.
So we all the people on that stage didn't know like everybody's humor. You know what I'm saying? But one of the beautiful things about when Arlette had it just on YouTube and when it was predominantly a black show is that we're all of the same culture, even if we're of different parts of the diaspora. You know what I'm saying? So there are certain jokes we get. There are certain idiosyncrasies that you just can't replace. Replacing Arlette as a host was one of the biggest mistakes that they did. I mean, look at Arlette right here, right?
With me, you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too.
Look at how she reacts whenever something funny happens. Like, that's something that you can't just replace. That's a natural, just cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? We are very expressive in the black community. You know what I'm saying? When you getting yelled at by your grandma with your cousins and shit, and you know she on bunk, and you looking at your kinfolk like, boy, you better get that look off your face. You know? Like, there are certain things that just made this show hit, and Netflix did everything they could to take that all away. And I hope this show doesn't just completely go away. I hope she didn't completely sell all the rights to her show, and she can still continue to do her own thing on YouTube. Get your bag, baby girl. I'll still root for you either way. But at the end of the day, man, I'll say that first episode wasn't it. Johnny Bananas need to get the hell off the show. And y'all let me know how y'all feel down about it in the comment section, man. How y'all feeling the first episode of the Netflix live version of Pop the Balloon? Or do y'all think it should just remain a YouTube thing? I think it should just remain a YouTube thing, honestly. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And yeah. Until next time, gang. You know the name. It's Transition representing Gap-Tooth Gains. Oh yeah, and don't forget, life isn't about making it from A to B. Life is about living in between the gaps. Peace out.
Lane sippers and mean strippers who just all up at the green and it means just fast living. And I'm not one to judge, cause I've been off that mud double cup with no fucks when I pass limits. And who don't like to smoke and get gone off a cone, but it would not get blown unless gas in it. Hold up, we bout to roll up. I got some smoke, keep you up like it's Folgers. Rookies try to hit the cookie, fuck around and throw up. So we drop the hottest pen verse and it blow up. But we got some recognition from a nigga, so what? We be walking down the street, get beeps like they know us. Now bitches in the sheets, but the freak on the meat skis, keep grab their feet. Hell yeah, make them toast. You know what? I go nuts, but yet I'm steady focused. Probably from the bomb ass, so I would no lotus. I can't even think how many trees we done smoked up. Whatever the number, gonna fuss, you'll need a tow truck. Getting shit across the seas with ease, put a boat up. That's no lie, baby girl, no joking. Shorty said she